Good morning, Chairman Alexander, Ranking Member Murray, and members of the Health Committee. Thank you for inviting me to testify at today's hearing. This has been an unbelievable period of time in Tennessee for our students and families. As educators and students spent a spring navigating learning, we must now consider the challenges ahead with reopening school. To be clear, this is complicated. Any decision we make has significant costs. No easy answers or one-size-fits-all solutions. What might be best for one is not for the other. In our state, we have a metro region that experienced significant spread of the virus, and we also have a county with its first positive case last week. So as we look ahead to school reopening, I'd like to share the major challenges we are facing in Tennessee and nationwide, and some of the ways we plan to address them. 1, health and safety of our school communities. 2, bridging the digital divide. And 3, high quality academics and resources. First, school reopening must put the health and safety of our children, their teachers, and our communities front of mind. Under Governor Lee's leadership, Tennessee has been a national leader when it comes to testing for COVID, and we will work to coordinate testing efforts with districts and ensure that any school personnel or any families interested in testing have the opportunity to do so. To support districts, the department will work with agency partners to provide PPE and no-touch thermometers, along with a suite of resources to help with planning how to implement safe and healthy practices in our schools. But kids are kids, and we need realistic solutions for areas like nutrition, classroom supports and procedures, and transportation. The department is committed to providing resources and working with teachers and kids. There are almost 1 million students in public schools in the state of Tennessee. 2 of them are mine, and we have a responsibility to support all of them as they were our own. We make promises to families every day that their children will be safe in our care and have access to a high quality education. We must do everything we can to keep that promise. Second, we must address the digital divide for teachers and students. Districts need 21st century technology solutions, access to devices, access to broadband, access to professional development for educators. Our own governor often references not having internet on his farm. And that's a reality that is all too true for many of our students and their teachers. But it's especially true for our rural communities, our most vulnerable populations, and those who require distance teaching and learning from a health perspective. The department is devoting significant CARES Act funding to support greater access to technology because this is no longer a nice to have. For many, it is a necessity for a free and appropriate public education. Finally, we must accelerate a child-centered strategy rooted in our commitment to high-quality academic opportunities for every student. We must stay committed to identifying and addressing any gaps that we see in student achievement. We know the impact of lost learning, especially for children who tend to experience the greatest gaps. We must also be especially focused on literacy for our youngest students, knowing that reading proficiency is one of the most important indicators for future success, and literacy instruction at a distance is incredibly hard to do. Ask any kindergarten teacher that. Our students and our teachers must be given the resources and supports they need. It cannot just be about helping them get through. It must be about helping them thrive. As a commissioner and a mom to 3 very young children, I've been inspired every day, day after day, by the way that our teachers and our schools have come together in Tennessee. Whether it's working with teachers to problem solve how to set up socially distanced classrooms in elementary schools, or talking to superintendents about high schoolers continuing to get access to dual credit and work-based learning opportunities, Tennessee has shown our collective commitment to opportunities for kids. And I realize that all of these are not small things, but they matter deeply to us because they matter for kids. So look, I wish these were clear-cut decisions, but they're not. The challenges that we face are large. We must keep people safe, and we must keep kids educated. But our job and our responsibility is figuring out how to do that well. We are deeply appreciative of the CARES funding to help jumpstart the necessary needs that we have in our schools and districts across the state. And as we head into next year, I hope we are all able to appreciate what has been done, what is in front of us now, and what still lies ahead. In these challenges, I see opportunities, and our kids, my own included, need us to meet those challenges head on and with optimism and with courage. Our kids are counting on us. Thank you so much, and I look forward to your questions later in the hearing.